So I just realized that I didn't do an intro for this video when I first started this video. So I'm going to do it now because why not? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take this and turn it into this. If you're ready, join me on this journey as we take and make some really cute cutting boards for decor. For this project, I do want to create a tree of life instead of having Christmas cutting boards or funny little saying cutting boards. I want to make a family type cutting board. So I'm going to come over here to images and I am going to type in tree of life. And just look and see. I want something. I've looked at these before like that. Oh, I keep forgetting you have to hit the plus button for it to pop up over here in the on the canvas. I like that one too. I like this one because it has a heart. So we're gonna go with this. So I'm gonna scoot this out of the way. Now I am going to do my shapes. And I know not everyone does this, but this helps me to know that my sizing is correct. So for my round cutting board, that is 4.5, and I'm keeping it locked because it's the same all the way around. So 4.5, 4.5, change it to white. And that's how big my my circle is. Now, my square rectangle looking is 3.5 by 3.5 wide, 3.5, and it is 5, almost 5 tall. So we're going to say 4.75. 4.75 tall. And we're going to also turn that white and slide that out of the way. Now, I want this to fit in both of these. I want this one and this one both in the back there. But I also want to be able to put the word family in it. To keep in mind that you don't want it too small. I like that. Let's duplicate. Now while that fits in the circle, it does not fit in the rectangle. I'm okay with it going edge to edge. I'm not really okay with it going off the edge. But I think that'll do. I want to now put some text because I do want it to say family. Here we go. But I want it to be cute too. And I kind of think I want to curve it. Or do I want to curve it? I don't know that really is a good look for this one. All right, let's put the letters, separate them. No, too much. I think think that's cute, but is it really what I'm looking for? Oh, I didn't mean to move that. Let's move this over. Now let's go back to text. Only this time, well, family here, but I definitely don't want that font. And I'm not looking for decorative. That I like. I don't want there to be any lines in between each of the letters. I want it to cut as one whole piece. And sometimes with the letters, you have to be careful because they will cut individually. Let's just weld it together just to be on the safe side. I did it detached, but just to be on the safe side, let's weld it together. Now there's definitely not going to be any lines in between here. You do have to watch that when you're dealing with some of the font. Now, I am going to attach these so that when they cut out the way they are. I'm going to hide these two. So don't forget to save, family, cutting, words, save, and then we click make. I like it. I think it is small enough or large enough that it will cut out without complication. So I'm going to hit cancel because I have 6 of them and I want to do all 6. So I am going to duplicate the circle one, or not the circle one, this is the one for the rectangle one twice, and the one for the circle twice, because I do have 3 of each. And set my mat back at 12 by 12 because I don't know why it always wants to do the 12 by 24. They are spaced out enough. There. Perfect. Continue. Okay, I'm using premium vinyl. I want to set it for more. Make sure you're checking your blade before you begin cutting. And now I'm going to go over to my machine. I'm going to attempt to weed some of the smaller pieces while it's still on the mat because there is a lot, as you can see, and it was kind of cutting it a little bit. I just want to see if it's going to work or if I'm going to have to pick a different image. I ripped that on purpose because I wanted that out of the way. But you do have to be careful when weeding because you don't want to accidentally cut the vinyl. I think for the most part it's going to be just fine. I'm going to finish weeding this out. I think the majority of this I'm going to do off camera. This is one of those vinyls that you weed where you just, it's like a relaxing mode. It's almost like the adult coloring books where you color the different designs and it puts you into relax mode. That's what this reminds me of. I once cut out, it was an elephant mandala. So much weeding. It took me so long to do it, but it was so relaxing. Gave that to my daughter. I don't know if she still has it or not. She liked elephants. And I put it on a floating frame, I think is what it was called, where it looks like it's just kind of floating there. Well, I don't know where that, oh, it went over there. I'm going to say I don't know where that piece went. I think that that's going to be really cute. But I am going to go ahead and finish weeding this out off camera, and then I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay guys, so it has been a few days and I ended up having to go and buy some, let me see if I can get this a little, so where you can see it a little bit better. I am limited on room right now, but I had to go buy some polyacrylic to put on these boards. I know you see 5, whereas I did have 6, but I tried using Mod Podge instead of the polyacrylic to see if it would work, and ended up messing up one of them along with one of the vinyls, so I'm down to 5. So we're going to add some polyacrylic. We're going to stir, not shake the can, that way less air bubbles. Let it dry, and once it's dry we will do the vinyl on. And I am going to put the polyacrylic on. I'm going to try to do this without hitting the camera. Dogs are barking, windows are open. I'm trying to do just a generous layer without it being too much. Okay, we're going to let those dry. Don't forget to have that window open so that you have ventilation. And once these are done drying, which hopefully won't take too long, it's good and hot today, then we will apply the vinyl. So I will see you guys in just a few minutes. While we are waiting on these to dry, which as you can see is not taking them long at all. They are like drying really quick. But I wanted to show you why my setup looks a little different. So I have to walk backwards. I kind of did a little rearranging while I was waiting to get my polyacrylic. So I now have where my table was set up is a new shelving unit, which I have to get that completely cleaned up because right now it's looking a little rough because it is not organized. Because I brought home a new little friend, and although you can't see him, he is a leopard gecko. I've got to get him from his smaller enclosure to his bigger enclosure, but I'm waiting on my Reptisoil and stand to come in so I can do up his enclosure like hers and get them all set up. His won't have the backing that hers has, but it'll still look good. That way I can have my work table again. But I have to get this all set up. And yes, my crochet business is starting up. I'm getting it going. But it won't be long and then we'll be finished. We'll be ready to add the vinyl to these. And I'm just waiting to be able to finish that. I can't wait to get that done and move all of this stuff out there because this will be going out there. This will end up staying because it's my printers and stuff, and I usually print everything from in here. Although my sublimation printer may go out there, but my regular printer will stay. My table will stay. I will have a workstation out there, but like my Cricut will go. I'll have a shelving unit out there. All of this will go. My crochet stuff will probably stay inside here because this is where I do most of my stuff. But all of my sublimation and Cricut things will go out there. Okay, I am going to try something else because I think, and I could be wrong, but I think it's the because I tried putting the word family on my heat press and it wouldn't even come off for that. So I'm going to put this to the side because I'm going to try it on this one first. Because I'm just going to try it on the word family first. Sorry. So I'm going to, because theoretically this should work. So I'm going to put this here. And then we're going to see that is what it is. Because look at there, guys. Beautiful. And you saw like nothing. I had no pressure on it. So this brand is called Hello Hobby transfer tape. I am going to throw that away because that is no bueno, no good, no good at all. All right, so I'm going to use this. I am so sorry for bumping into the camera, guys. I try not to, but, and I'm just using my finger to apply the vinyl to the, what's it called? Lint roller stuff. Now, got a little bubble there. Beautiful. I'm going to set that to the side. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Get a little ahead of myself there. I don't want to varnish them because I don't want them to stick to this permanently. we go. There's 2. Now the next one is the circle. Let me move this out of the way for just a second so I can put this on here. These turned out stinking cute. And I think I may eventually put a bow at the top or a little ribbon at the top. I think. Or I can put a spoon at the top. I have these cute spoons that I bought when I bought these. And I could put those at the top maybe. That would be kind of cute. Maybe. I don't know. It would have to sit like that on the round ones though. So I don't know if that would work out. Probably the bows. I'll go looking through all my ribbons and see what I can find to put on there. But for now, I think they turned out pretty nice. So I didn't add the ribbons yet, and I'm still debating on exactly how I'm going to do that. I may just take some twine and go around, or I may add some ribbon or some flora. I'm going to really think about it and then decide, and I may even put a coat of Mod Podge or another coat of polyacrylic on there just as a sealer, just to seal it. I haven't decided yet. But I do need to do something, but I am going to wait on a different day because it is getting late because I had errands to run this morning, so I had to do my recording this afternoon. And while it's not quite dark yet, it will be getting dark soon, and I don't want to get stuck with it being the moisture in the air kind of deal. And tomorrow it's going to rain, so it's going to be later on this week before I can finish these up 100%. But I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, don't forget, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so. Remember, I am trying my best to make sure that I bring you content every week, every Saturday. Sometimes I'm a little late. Most of the time I'm on time. Don't forget to comment below with a brown heart if you made it to the end to show me that you are showing me love and support, and I really do appreciate you. So until next time, have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one.